We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Washington Commanders. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. Well, flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Draw play, Etienne. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now it's Crowder. Now it's Crowder. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with ETN. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets it up past the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. On first down, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
On first and 10, Daniels got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on second down, Daniels. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 108 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Let's go now, let's go. Yeah, go right now. You roll with me, baby. Let's rock and roll.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. A give left side to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up now on second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Duvernay. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Open man right side is Ingram. And he works free. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they will take a knee here. On second down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.